out on my lovely morning walk. And I am just in awe of this beautiful home here. I called it gray the other day, but it's not gray, it's blues. Maybe some of you caught on to that. I love these windows. I love the size of these windows. I love this whole area. I love where I live. Content to be here as long as God would have me here. Wow, look how pretty. Yeah, they should be moving in a week. I met both of them now. Very lovely couple. And I like the little windows up top just for light, huh? It's really nice, really nice. So, gonna head back. Got a special treat for you today. Going to do a 4-week series on gratitude. And I'm especially grateful today. And I will share with you why, if, and hope you'll join me. Hey y'all, thanks for being here on Stepping Stone Retreat Porch. It's a beautiful, beautiful fall day. And just so grateful. Grateful. Yes, that's the topic of the day. Gratitude. This is part 2 of a series that I'm doing for 4 weeks, and it'll lead right up to the week before Thanksgiving. How cool is that? Gratitude is such an important virtue to have. And I am so grateful for all of you being here today. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I am grateful for within my heart. Deep down in my heart. And the word and the feeling is contentment. Contentment. Yes. Many of you know that months ago I did a video, just to give you a little backdrop, even though some of you are new here too. I did a video on wanting to buy land, putting this home up for sale, getting back on the road. And there was a lot of comments. People were surprised, this, that, and the next thing. And I don't want to get into that right now because I did try to answer everyone's comments. Believe it or not, I've been here. It'll be a year in about 10 days. Can you believe it? A year. And I have on my heart still to buy land and rebuild. I love this cabin. I might do a little few tweaks when I rebuild. I'll get back on the road and travel. But for today and moving forward, I am in complete serenity and contentment. With that, I mean whether the home sells today or whether it doesn't sell for another 4 years, I am content. And for that, I am very grateful. Months ago, I have little notes here too for later. They were blowing. Months ago, I put up a sign for sale by owner. And when you first do that, you're excited, you want it to happen, you want things to move forward, you're ready to go. Well, as time progressed and, I had a lot of people come by and just absolutely love the home and blah, blah. It hadn't sold. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll switch it up and I will put my home up for sale with the owner of the community here. So that's what I've done. And it's on the market now for a few weeks. And some people have come by. And it's all about timing, you know? It's all about God's timing for them, for whomever it is out there. And it's all about the timing for when He wants me to move on. I'm very content. And I have a few friends that I text on a regular basis, friends from the channel here, and letting them know my excitement to move on. I'm ready, this, that, and the next thing. And just recently, I decided to share a text with a few of these friends about how I was feeling. So I'm going to read you that text. It's not personal. It's something that has to do with gratitude and contentment, as I already said. So here's the text, and I'm reading that now. I'm looking over here at my notes. I had some epiphany moments the last couple days. One, when I had a couple come by that I thought could be it. To sitting with my neighbor and husband around a fire a couple weeks ago. Two different instances. A couple that came by and I thought they're going to buy this home. And then when I was sitting with my neighbors a few days later at the campfire. I have regained a new sense of let go, let God. As He knows what I want and what I need. I also have a different, more solid feeling of contentment in the details of when or even if. If meaning if my home will sell, or in other words, whether it be tomorrow or not at all. That was a little confusing, you know. The details of when or even if my home will sell, or in other words, whether it be tomorrow or not at all. Truly. I thank God for the opportunity to be here in this season of growth and renewal, receiving the blessings God brings before us, and love when God redirects us through other people and experiences. And those other people being invited to a campfire where you know, lots of beautiful thoughts come to be. I mean, my neighbor said she's really solved a lot of things in her life around a campfire. It's just something about a campfire. And then when He brought those people here, and they were not the people that I thought were going to buy my home. So I revisited all those thoughts, and I have new contentment. Now, I have shared in the past that I'm content, you know, whenever this happens. But truly, like I said, deep down, really wanted the home to sell. You know, just sell and let's move on. I still would like for my home to sell, but it doesn't matter when. I look forward to the future. You know, God willing, we're only promised today. So I'm not going to live in that feeling of, I wonder if this is it. I wonder if this is it, you know, just going to let it ride. And a friend texted me back after that email. Her response was, God's timing is always incredible. So we know whatever happens, He will make it turn out just lovely. Isn't that beautiful? And I got to thinking, you know, this is just kind of like when I went out looking for land a couple years ago. You know, it was all through Tennessee, East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and it just wasn't the right time and it wasn't the right place. My finances were not in order to both purchase a tiny cabin, which I worked very, very hard for, and you know, bought this tiny cabin, but I didn't have the money for the land. So God's in the details. You know, I'm repeating myself here. I'm thankful, And so the word of the day under gratitude for me is contentment. And I wish that for you. If you are having where you're making decisions or things aren't kind of lining up the way you would like them to, that you would have contentment in the season that you're in, and that God too will make things turn out just lovely for you. So with that, guys, no further ado, y'all, we're going to do a drawing. Last week, I launched my book, Rut to Revival, and it was a big, big, big day for me. It actually really got live on Sunday. I thought it was Saturday, and then it was really last Sunday. And I asked any of you who were going to purchase the book to put in the comments, purchased P for paperback or purchased E for ebook. And that way I could do a little search and get all of your names in for a drawing. This is the book. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, Rut to Revival. This just came the other day. This is not for resale. This is just a draft. And I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I praise and thank God for that, which I shared with you last week. I hope you'll go back and watch part 1 of this gratitude series if you didn't see that. And then on the back, some information about myself and the book. Excuse me. It's water time. Grateful for water. Gratitude really, 90% of anything in life is your attitude. Did you know that? And when you're grateful, everything just works out. You could just be grateful for every single thing around you, and it's just so much fun. Oh, and so we're going to do a drawing for a gratitude collection. But before we do that, I have to give you 7 more gratitude quotes or sayings, whatever you want to call them, inspirational sayings on gratitude. I no longer have gratitude in stock. I do have this pack, and then this is the new cover card, and this was my retired cover card, but they're the exact same cards. And I've got a special treat for you at the end. So please, after we do the drawing, I still have something more to share with you. But before we do the drawing, I am going to give you 7 new gratitude sayings. And I had suggested that you get your index cards, write them on index cards, and every day pick one. 21 days, things become a habit. And there's 30 here in a deck. And so when you're all finished, over the 4 weeks' time, you will have all 30 sayings. The last week, I'll give you a bonus one. And then, of course, on the back of my book is gratitude turns what we have into enough. Enough is supposed to be on the second line, just like it is enough. And so that would be one of the bonuses. And then 7 times 4, 28, 29. And the last week, I'll give you 8. Okay, with no further ado, let's do the draw or the sayings for this week. When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. Good one. I'm just randomly picking through the pile. The more you thank life, the more life gives you to be thankful for. The more you thank life, the more life gives you to be thankful for. Pretty awesome. Well, this is one of the bonus, like I just showed you on the book, so we won't count that one. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Next one, and you may have to go back and watch this video so you can put these on your card, on your index cards, or stop them. The most beautiful way to start and end the day is with a grateful heart. Yes, indeed. Can you hear the wind blowing? The leaves are falling. It's so pretty. So pretty out. Live in gratitude. Live in gratitude. Without being grateful, I could not have done the nomad life. It makes things easy too. People sometimes they say, people who are nomads, they paint this picture of everything being happy and cheerful, and it's really not that way. That's your attitude. Yeah, things are hard. They're hard when you live in a house too. They're hard. Life is hard, period. So when you have this grateful attitude, things get easier. It's just amazing how that works. Just amazing. I had hard times on the road, but I didn't focus on them, and I flipped them around, kind of like, what are you grateful for in the midst of things that are hard? And that just turns everything around. I just don't know how to explain it. And I just wish for you that type of attitude. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a bunny trail. With a grateful heart. Start each day with a grateful heart. That's 5. Today and every day, don't forget there is always something to be thankful for. Today and every day, don't forget there is always something to be thankful for. I'm doing my count here. Okay, 1 more, and we're done for the day for this. Things could have been worse, but they weren't. So be grateful. There's kind of a theme going through this. Things could have been worse, but they weren't. So be grateful. Kind of ties in with my bunny trail that I just had, don't you think? I think so. All right, that is your 7 gratitude sayings for the day. Hope they are meaningful and significant to you, and they will help you to increase your gratitude if that is something that you need to do. And now, with no further ado, and remember, I got something special because here's a hint. I have 2 gratitude themes left. What you think? Should I raffle another one next week? You got to stay tuned. See what I'm going to do here. All right, this is for this one right here. It does come with a display stand. And these are all the people who put comments in. And there's, I don't know, there's quite a few in here. There's a lot of people that have bought the book already. And I went through this, like triple check this. Okay, drum roll, bum, ba, bum. Here we are. Here we are. Who is it? Who is it? Linda in Texas. She ordered the ebook. Linda in Texas, you're the winner. Hear me out here. You need to email me. Email me, linda@sayitdisplayit.com. Give me your address, and I will mail you the gratitude collection. And if I don't hear from you by couple days, maybe by Wednesday, hopefully as soon as possible, then we're going to pick a second name, and that will be the second runner-up. Linda in Texas, congratulations. And here's the second one. Dun, dun, dun. Jolene, she's got a great channel. It's called She's Out There. Jolene, she ordered the ebook also. That's interesting. More people ordered the paperback. Remember, it is a true story. It's a handbook where you can actually write in it, and gives you all kinds of nomad stuff on how to become a nomad. And it's also a travel resource guide. Ooh, so it's like a 3-in-1. Tons and tons of sayings. Of course, if you get the ebook, you get all the links. And I forgot to mention, in the ebook, depending upon what device you're looking on, the pictures would be in color on the ebook. Sometimes they're not, depending upon your device. And all the links were triple checked. So if your links aren't working, that has something to do with you. That has nothing to do with, because my professional formatter made certain of it. And me being the detail person, I made certain of it too. So if there's a broken link, I'm sorry, but that's on your end. And I truly know that all the links are working. So just so you know. All right, so congratulations. And I do believe that Jolene was one of the first people to say, I want to order your book on Saturday. And it hadn't gone through yet. So congratulations. Thank you guys. Okay, so since I have this other collection here, I decided just this week that why not make and do two drawings. So next week I am going to do a drawing for any of you who put a review, a positive review. Negative reviews don't serve people. They really don't. And I'm going to talk about that next week. I'm so grateful for comments and the positivity, and when people spread love and joy. I'm really grateful for that. So next week, I thought it would be fun if you put a comment in this coming week through Saturday, like make it, like Saturday morning or something. If you, bought the book and you're like, I love when it says verified review, because then you really, really, really know. So far, the mass majority of the comments are 5-star, and thank you guys for doing that. But you put a comment in, your name's going to go in for a drawing for a gratitude collection. How about that? I don't have these in stock. I mentioned that they're not going to come back in stock for a while. That's a cash flow thing. That's a business thing. And I'm not prepared to make a new order. I have so many beautiful collections that I don't feel like I need to expand my inventory. And I talk about that in the book too. I talk about, how that can get you in a bind if you're not careful. So, and these days, I pay cash for things or not at all. So, we've got other goals in mind. I would love to have this back in stock, maybe next year, God willing. But for now, it's not in stock. So it's really exciting to be able to pass these on in a drawing. So lastly, I love to journal. I love to organize my thoughts. God brings, He brings light to my circumstances and my decisions. And the sign's going to stay up as far as for sale. And like I said, I am with a company now, and that's really exciting. So you can always email me if you're interested, but I'm in no hurry. I'm just, whatever is going to be is going to be. And I know that is going to be the best way to move forward. And when you have God's blessing and endorsement, and when it does sell, I will know that without a shadow of a doubt, that was Him and not me trying to push or force the issue. So, not that I can force the issue for someone to buy it, but it sure can change your attitude towards, what's going on in your life. All right, probably have repeated myself a couple times, but I just am so grateful for all of you, and thank you for purchasing the book, and thank you for your support and your comments and your love and your joy. With that, blessings in your day. Joy in all your reading materials, and joy in the journey. Walking. I forgot to mention, put in the comments one word, virtue, that you are grateful for. A virtue, like faith, whatever it is, something that falls under the category of gratitude. Put in the comments. Would love to hear what virtue that you possess that you are grateful for. Just that one more thing.